Today we play Best of One.
The only one in Best of One.
What? Virginia taxes!
Ta-da!
Eurian. This is Standard.
Look, I built a deck. Are you proud of me? Hi, it's me, it's CGB, and every now and then I get the silly idea that a deck I build can work on Magic the Gathering Arena. And today we're playing Black-White Ketramose Control. I'm going to play Ketramose the New Dawn, a 3-mana 4/4 menace, lifelink, indestructible, legendary creature, god, mythic that can't attack or block unless there are 7 more cards in exile. Whenever 1 or more cards are put into exile from graveyards and or the battlefield during your turn, you draw a card and lose 1 life. I hope you got all that. If you didn't, too bad. I'll never read it again, ever in my life. But what that says is we're going to exile stuff from graveyards, from battlefields. We are going to exile things, and the main thing that we use to do that is just Rest in Peace. Rest in Peace is really good against the Izzet decks right now. They're doing Spell Elemental Crab stuff all over the place. They're also doing Storm Chaser's Talent stuff. It's great against Reanimator. It's great against a number of decks. Flashback is a card now that's encouraging Jeskai Control to play with their graveyard. So we do have 3 copies of Rest in Peace. At its core, it is a Rest in Peace deck. The new card that we're specializing in here is Emeritus of Truce. This 3-mana 3/3 enters and makes a 1/1 black and white inkling creature with flying. If an opponent controls more creatures than me, it becomes prepared, which means swords to plowshares, baby. That's what we do. We cast swords to plowshares. It exiles stuff. That's why it's in the deck. And since beating those control decks is so difficult to do, we have 3 copies of Ancient Vendetta to try to cut their win cons out of their deck, and 4 copies of Duress to make sure that Ancient Vendetta resolves. On that note, my friends, look at all the fun we get to have. I'm even running 4 Pit of Offerings to exile cards from their graveyard and work with Ketramose. And if you have a Rest in Peace on the field, Demolition Field draws 2 cards with Ketramose. So that's why the fetch land synergy, they're there to work with the Rest in Peace to make sure Ketramose is activating more often. But CGB, you're not running Ghost Vacuum. Isn't that the bee's knees with Ketramose? It's not the bee's knees with Pinnacle Starcage, which I feel I do need against the Cubbers. The Cubbers need to be in a cage. It's just the way it is. That works well with Ketramose. So on that note, rip my mythics. Let the nonsense begin. I just need 1 win. 1 little win from Diamond. If this thing deranks me 6, you got a really good video today. You're gonna get your content. Some brightly clothed gal in pajamas approacheth. I mean, when do you duress? When does one need a duress? Yeah, okay, pretty early. So what do we do? I don't think I shock this in. I think I go tap duress, next turn Bastion, then the next turn Cage. Yeah. I don't think I'm scared of a 2-mana spell they'll play. It's War Leader's Call that needs to get duressed. Yep. Okay. It's War Leader's Call that needs to get duressed. It's definitely War Leader's Call that we're going to duress. Or lots of things. Each opponent sacrifices a non-token artifact. Well, that's good against Starcage, isn't it? So is a Braid, by the way. So what do we do now? Oh, they have 2 cards that are good against Starcage. I guess I have to Iceberg the Voice, because if they're missing land drops, the song isn't that good. Great. Now I don't think I have a choice. What do we do? We're just gonna die to the Voices. The fact that they have 2 Starcages, or rather not 2 Starcages, 2 artifact removal spells is so brutal. But if I can get an Iceberg out there, I just Iceberg these 1 by 1. I could also open myself up to the possibility of top decking another Star Cage. This is still 5 damage next turn. God, this sucks. How lucky for them to have a Braid and Lorehold command, eh? Nice overlap you got there. Pretty good. All right. I need a good top deck. And they say go. There's a road. This is interesting. I can respond to the Abrade because they waited by iceberging the Star Cage. If they don't kill me, I can release the iceberg and get the cage back. They didn't expect my instant speed Trixies. They do get these. They do have song. Do I erode a voice here? I will take 1, 2. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 potentially already. 10? 10. If they top deck an amplifier, I lose on the spot. It sucks, but I think I have to do this. It really sucks because they're just going to put that back into song, but at least we get a song out of their hand from it. And we don't die to an amplifier on its own. But them having another voice means that releasing the iceberg has to be done on our turn, which is really unfortunate. Their hand lined up so perfectly, it's sickening. If we top deck a way to deal with the voice, we can release the iceberg on their turn, which is a big deal. It's just not gonna happen, is it? This game was stacked against us. Duress. That'll do. That can do. What do you got there? Okay, this we can exile. That's a good top deck. We did the thing. We have to do it now, or we don't because of voice. What am I thinking? Good question. Gonna put both these on the bottom. What am I thinking there? I'm thinking I can't do anything on their turn, but I don't need to cast the iceberg. I need to water bend the iceberg. Not my finest hour. Oh baby, they played 2 songs. What is the card that they run in this that is the most problematic? Frontline Rush? What's the thing that's just gonna end me? War Leader's Call? I don't think we're doing it this turn anyway. We have to iceberg this. Hopefully they don't have a burst lightning. Nope. Another one? A sharpshooter. Okay. Rest in peace. Not looking good. Man, when you need to draw one more removal and you draw your rest in peace, huh? What kills me? I'm at 5. What's in this hand that they're not playing? It could be War Leader's Call. That would make some sense. Priority check? Nothing. Yeah, I think I'm going for the War Leader's Call. I think I'm just dead then. Because they play that. And I take 4 and I get attacked. Yeah. Rough. Just didn't quite have it. Never found Ketramose. The exile count was definitely high enough. But just the double, like, who has that kind of artifact hate available to them at all times? Like 2 of them in the opener. It's nasty. Absolutely nasty. All right, 2 wins in a row needed now. That sucked. It's even more upsetting when I think about drawing Emeritus of Truce and how good it would have been in that matchup. Make 2 creatures and a Swords to Plowshares for the Voices of Victory. And we're on the draw again. Okay. The erodes early aren't great, but you do what you gotta do. Especially against landfall, they're not great. But we drew the Hex. So we don't have... Like, this used to be Seam Rip, but I think Hex is still better. And as you can see, like, the Ketramose thing doesn't have to synergize with absolutely every single thing in the deck, and just some of them. Do it. Okay, you're whacking bushes. Cool. You got it. Get them lands. There's a cage. Yeah, Star Cage and Hex are supposed to keep me from losing to crap like Boros, but yeah, you saw what happened. You know what happened. You know what happened. I got mistreated. I'm a very sad gamer. Okay. It's a good card over there, Earthbender's Ascension. Could make 2 creatures. I think we'll just wait, especially with a Star Cage in hand. Star Cage just resets that land and leaves us tapped out. What does a road do? Nothing great. Nothing great. Yeah, this whole situation is a little off, so I'm just gonna play like they have an Ice Till Explorer and wait. Double Ascension. Love that. That's great. Love that. Busted cards be busted. Gotta run them out of lands. Yeah. Yeah, that'll work. Do it. Do it again. Do it again. There you go. You're doing great, opponent. I'm very... Ooh, I'm impressed. Take it. Okay, demo field. Do we use it? Bossing Say is a real card. If we blow up the vein, that's a landfall trigger they don't have later, and then we cage and we have up a road. What do you take from them? Ice Till? Rest in Peace takes care of Ice Till. Harmonizer's the thing that like will get you. But I can't cast this while this board is like this. So I need to, next turn, I need to be able to cast the Star Cage, erode their threat, then Vendetta, which means I do need this. Because we need 3 white for that play. Up to 4. Taking forest won't work. All right. I love that Star Cage gets those Earthbent lands. I hate that they get them back, but I love that we get them at all. And since we can't take a Harmonizer here, like, what are the odds of duressing a spell here? They don't seem good. I think it's far more likely I need to erode something to land my Vendetta. Yep, that's what I thought. The third one? Insane. How about that? What a Magic the Gathering game. I just like letting them build it up to destroy it. So now I'm not in a good spot for Vendetta. So let's see that last card. It is Ice Till, which we'll have to kill somehow. But here's Rest in Peace. I mean, Emeritus can give the opponent a 1/1, but they can make it an absolute monster with these Ascensions. Oh my god! Well, they don't have a land drop here. Okay. Okay. And if they also play Ice Till, the Emeritus will give me a Swords. What do I have to Swords? Man, this Erode is not great, is it? If I do that, they're going to put a million counters on their Ouroboros. I think I have to wait a turn. But then I can give them the 1/1. Get the Swords. I feel like this Escape Tunnel has to go. If it does... No, this is something I can Hex too. I think I take this, erode the Boroid. Let's see what they do here. They don't play Ice Till. Yeah. I can name Ice Till and get them, but I don't have time. Everything is time here. Gotta draw the right card. That is not it. We need them to not draw a land, because that 1/1 will kill me. Must be nice. Uh-huh. All right, they did not give trample to the Escape Tunnel. So we Swords the Flyer. We block the 7/7 and we top deck a way to deal with it, which we have many of in our deck. I hate Magic. And the land for lethal. Okay, not lethal. Still can draw a Cage. Or a cover, or like some kind of a Wrath. Emeritus would do it too? Okay. Not the worst if they don't draw a land. Just show me the land and I can leave. Okay. Yeah. Still okay. Game 4. No! Ugh! I hate Magic. I hate it! Jesus, 3 out of 4 lands down the stretch, huh? Okay. Guys, I have a chronic problem. I'm drawing all my cards in the wrong order. I mean, this looks like nobody will run me over, but, you know, Magic. Also, a Ketramose nice and early would be a good change. Okay, Prowess. I like playing against Prowess. You just hex this immediately, or do you try to cage them? I think you try to cage the tokens because they can bounce the cage to get their things back. The problem with Prowess is they always have the right card. But this is where you do need to draw your Rest in Peace. Like right here. No such luck. Guess I can try to take a stock up or a flow state. Well, now that card you put on top is one I can duress. Okay. Take their basics. We see no red mana yet. That's not bad. I guess I'll cage one of these. Just because now we got two. You can just plot this, right? Oh, it does take red. Okay, they immediately have talent. I can't cast many spells, though. Let's hold. See if this resolves. Sweet. We'll do the iceberg trick. Ooh. Yep. That's why we run Pit. Do we need it to make black? Just a little. So sorcery and sorcery to make flow state worse. And then in my graveyard, we'll take a hex. Demure Pit. And now I get the scry from the iceberg. I think I just take my win here. Emeritus of Truce. I want Ketramose. It's been very hard card to draw. That's not bad either. Let me slam that. Oh, wow. What do you guys think? I think they have secret identity. Let's see. They do not. I think I take 3 and drop another cage, but then they can get the show off back later, but I have to deal with this freaking otter anyway. I mean, we drew all these cages. We got to find uses for them. Flood Maw will be a problem. Boomerang Basics will be a problem. But hopefully we can just keep mana up. Yeah, wow. Just go for it. Sure. All right, another cage. How many cages is enough cages? Yeah, level it up. Why not? Oh! I mean, that's the card, right? That's the card! Turned on, baby. Also, can erode this into ramp. Not really necessary here. But look at them go. They're going to make otters. Okay. Do we get some... Oh! I name Burst Lightning. Look around, look around. All right, Boomerang Basics is the main card, and there are 4 wild rides. Get out of here with that. Oh, decimating. I mind twisted them. Yeah, right off the top. No problem. Never didn't have it. Oh, well, then they hit lands. Cool. Oh, see, with Rest in Peace, this is a combo. Finally, I get to show you something with Ketramose. Weird how that actually makes the deck better. I know. It's wild stuff. I mean, do I hold up Iceberg here? I kind of want to. I can also play Emeritus, but holding up Iceberg feels cozy. I can also hit this talent. Let's do that. Which one's on level 3? Which of you is level 3? Level 2? Level 3. Woo! Woo! Do I attack? Game 4 life, or do I hold up activating my Iceberg? I can airbend this and draw another card. That's stupid. Don't do that. No, that's really stupid. Just kill him. Just kill him. They're utterly ridiculous. Yeah, I can airbend this now anyway if I want to. Because I have star cages. Alright, well. Kill it. And then I'm going to show you another fun trick. I'm going to rogue Ketramose. And get a land. I have ramped. Don't act like you're not impressed. How to exile things from the battlefield with this mana. Let's go like this, and then if you get rid of this, it exiles from the battlefield. It gives them back the creatures. Then I airbend it and it take them away. I think that works. Yeah, cards. All right, then activate ability by going bam, bam, and bam. And Cage comes back. Sure, I don't need the pit, but I'll take the field for my land drop to get closer to just sacking a Cage if I decide I need to. And exiling this stuff permanently, and I get 2 more card draws. I get to show you how field works here. You blow up their land. It draws you a card because of Rest in Peace. Blows up their land, which will draw you a card because both are getting exiled, but in separate instances because of Rest in Peace. And black for Hex mana. And look at them go. And then it just starts to feed itself, which is fun. Ah. The things I came to do with this deck are finally happening. Please, prowess, make your play. Not so whiny now, is he? Oh, shut up. Shoot him. It's my party. I cry when I want to. Okay. Those are otters. Opponent's still trying. They're getting their ancestral anger. Bang. So mad, bro. Get out of here. Get out of here with that. So, fun things we can do. We can sack a Star Cage just to throw these things in the graveyard, right? And draw a card. And just keep up all our mana. We can also just remove things. What's more fun? What actually beats us here? Some series of like wild ride stuff? I think so. Like they have to draw a bunch of cards and they have to draw into a wild ride. So what does that? Flow state does that? I guess I'll just take the card that lets them get that deep in the deck. What else could they do? I don't think they can get there. Wild Ride on its own, I just answer with a removal spell. And then I'll hold up an Iceberg. Emeritus never came down, but it doesn't mean that we weren't able to play it a few times. Maybe I wasted my mythics. I don't know. But in that game against Boros, it would have been great. And it did buy us time against green. I don't know, man. 3 creatures doesn't seem crazy in this meta. So, opponent, what are you doing? What you gonna do? You gonna do something? This moment of reflection brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com. Use the promo code CGB5 to get a discount, and you will be supporting the channel at the same time. You'll be supporting the desolation of decks like Prowess. We all love that. I'm gonna go get a drink. Still going? 3 timeouts. Jesus, I'm gonna go do my laundry. Do we win? Not yet? My turn? No? Ah, there it is. Right on time. Is anybody else married to a beautiful, flawless, wonderful person who inexplicably somehow leaves clothes in the dryer for like a week? Just me? Okay. I just played a really long, close game that I lost badly, and I swear I messed up. But it's one of those where it's not clear exactly where, and I never hit record. So I'm going into this one with some... I'm not happy. I'm not a happy guy. All right, and we get to play against control. Well, the good news is they don't have solutions to Ketramose. They really don't. They also don't have blue mana yet. Let me take the stock up. RIP! Well, if they run flashback, it's not a dead card. Uncounterable. I'm used to being afraid of that. I wonder if they only have a plains in their deck. That would make these demolition fields pretty spicy. They did not cast Consult. So we need to draw Iceberg to deal with the loot. We haven't drawn it. I would like it, please. I mean, just make a 1/1. Pressure them when they have Day of Judgment in hand and a road. Or go land destruction mode, right? We go land destruction mode. I've seen versions with only 1 plains. Oh! We got him. It's game over, man. It might not be game over. Let's be real. But it might be game over. Stone freaking rain. All right. I'm a creature. You want to erode this? Where's my Ketramose, guys? Where is it? I'm gonna lose to this thing. Okay. Vendetta would do too. Oh, it was on top. I love how they show you that. Just rub it in. All right, miss land. Miss your land. How are these decks so good? And they just bend a land? All they've done is draw land, I guess. Lean in. It's a day of judgment. Maybe we top deck Vendetta or Iceberg if they play loot. Okay, top deck. Top deck. We got answers. That's not an answer, but might draw one because we have Rest in Peace. We get to do this. No, come on. How many? Can't say I didn't thin my deck. All right. Whenever one or more cards are put into exile, so hexing my own token won't do me any good. I hate Magic. Magic sucks. That must be fun. I would have liked to draw the cards I need, but I drew land. They needed land too, and they got it. We were stone raining them. It still wasn't a problem. Oh, that seems really good. What a terrible draw. Okay. Just at the wrong time, man. Just exactly the wrong time. You think they'll be okay? I quit. I quit this game. I hate this game so much. This deck is terrible. It's so terrible. Oh my god.